Good morning, Vietnam! Hello, everybody. I am here. My name is Scotty Sire, and this is my co-host, Jeff Wittek, and we're doing the Skotcast today?
What's up, guys? Welcome to Skotcast. I was dead sober for this, too.
I was just going to say, speaking of like being on edge, like if I go to a party, like I drink, I don't like being social if I'm not drinking. You've been not drinking for quite a while. How do you like put up with doing all the crazy shit that like Zane going out to a party and like having drinks, and like me and Todd will go and have drinks, and that's how we like get loose at these parties. But how do you have a good time in these like situations that put you on edge when you're not drinking?
It was rough at first. I went for like the first month not drinking, and I had to learn how to, enjoy myself without alcohol again. But having David there, and he's always sober. David never really drinks more than like a beer if he does drink, but it takes time, man. Now I'm like 6 months in not drinking, and I don't even think about it anymore. I'm kind of just like, I'll have a Coke and I enjoy the sugar from that, and that gets me high.
I guess the way I asked that sounded very like alcoholic. How do you have fun without drinking? But I mean, like I can have fun without drinking, but I can't put myself in an uncomfortable social situation and not drink and have a good time. I feel like that
was a very uncomfortable social situation.
Yeah, I feel like I could never do that. I would be sitting there, I'd be like, I'm good. I don't want to play that
I kind of
game.
thrive on that. I learned to enjoy that feeling of like anxiety and kind of like being on edge.
I've heard like some people learn to turn their anxiety into excitement instead of anxiety. So you instead of panicking, you're like, it's like an adrenaline rush.
Yeah. Like I was loving being in the moment and being sharp and not having anything like kind of making me like a little, which I used to love. I love drinking. It was my favorite thing to do. I drank for a good 10 years, like partying hard. So now being able to remember these moments, like if I wasn't like sober at that moment in that circle, asking those questions and being on edge like that, I would have been pounding tequila just to like be in the moment.
Do you like horror movies?
Yeah, I like all movies.
I just kind of put this together in my head. I feel like being on edge during a horror movie and enjoying it. Like I'm not a big fan of horror movies because I'm like, this scares me. I don't like being scared. So why am I watching a horror movie? But there's people that enjoy it, even though it makes them feel uncomfortable. And I feel like that is the people who truly like to experience life situations sober.
I never thought I'd be like that, man. I don't know if I'm going to stay sober forever. I doubt it. I always thought like, you can't drink at all. That's kind of weird, right? Like that sounds like you got a problem, but I am so much more productive and I'm a lot happier now, completely cutting out of my diet.
I think there's going to be at some point in my life where I have to completely cut alcohol out, because I can never be like a social drinker where I have one or two drinks because I'm like, why did I just have one drink? It didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I have a very addictive personality where it's like, if there's a drink in front of me, I'm going to drink it until it's done, and I'm going to get another one. So like, I can't just like drink a little bit. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it nice and big, Like my dad, he used to drink a shit ton, then he quit.
Same, my dad, 12 beers a day.
Yeah.
I mean, not all the time. I mean, like he's going to watch this and, God damn it, Jeffrey. I'm always throwing him under the bus.
Don't fucking lie about me.
Yeah, no, there would always be beer cans around and stuff, and my whole family, everybody drinks. My brother, whiskey every night. But yeah, man, I'm in a different line of work. I film during the day. I record. I have conversations, so it's important for me to feel good and be in a good mood at all times, and like
be on your toes and mentally acute.
Yeah, you look at guys like The Rock and like Kevin Hart, and these guys are not going out every night. They're not drinking every night because they have to wake up at 5 a.m. and be sharp, and they need that confidence that they have from what alcohol gives you. You need that during the day, and that's the most important part, to have my confidence and be in a good mood, because I'm going to be filming, and this is going to go out to a lot more people than the people I'm with at a bar or whatever. All that shit doesn't matter. You being like that, having that social anxiety in a party, just think about it like this shit does not matter. Yeah. You're going to be a major artist one day, presenting awards to like hundreds of thousands of people on live TV and like millions of people watching at home. Like I see you doing that. So you having that social anxiety at a party, just think about like all these people here don't mean shit, because I'm on such another level that like when I'm doing these things, what you worked for, and you finally get that recognition, what you deserve.
Yeah, you kind of have to think back to this like selfishly, like think for yourself and think about yourself, and don't worry about what other people are thinking of you.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, this is a bad thing to say, but in order to overcome those situations, it sounds like down on people in a way.
Yeah, like trying to be the life of a party or something when everybody's shit-faced drunk. Nobody's going to remember that anyway, if you were funny or not. You feel like you're on fire, you're at a party, you're dancing, you're telling jokes, and everybody loves you. The next day, you wake up hungover, you feel like shit anyway. You know what I mean? Maybe I just been doing this for a little bit longer, and I kind of just got played out to me. But I would always be like, oh, I'm going out. I'm gonna be fucking crazy. I'm gonna be screaming and dancing, and then like the next day you come to film, and that's like what really matters, or just like real shit in life that matters. You start to lose touch with, and when you're not drinking, you focus more. You pay attention.
Of course.
To that stuff.
And also being that funny drunk guy is like, it's funny in the moment, and the next day like people can laugh about it and stuff too. But then you're waking up quiet, not the same person anymore. And you can also look back on it, like whenever I see footage of myself drunk, I'm like, wow, I'm a fucking idiot. I look like a dumbass. Like I don't enjoy it. So it's
you're
like,
always kind of the same to me. Like there's times when you go overboard, and there's like a part where I'm like, holy shit, Scott's actually really fucking drunk.
it's been years since, but I used to get like fucked up and be like, you know, more like a Zane character where I'm like fun and shit. Now when I drink, I'm just kind of like, I want to go home. I'm sleepy.
Insane Zane. Dude, Zane it's incredible. I've never seen anybody drink like Zane does, because he doesn't drink that much. He just has like a moment where he flips the switch, and he goes from being completely normal Zane to, I like to call him Insane Zane, to where he's just a fucking maniac. But it's like one sip that switches that off.
I think everyone has that a little bit of a switch. Our background turned off.
Go ahead. We'll just blur his face.
This has become alcohol cast. We've been talking about alcohol for...
I mean, we're getting off to a start here, and that's definitely one thing that I think about a lot more now, because my life has been drastically different since, but that's also because I went through the breakup and got into a new group of friends who are extremely motivating and funny and talented.
Extremely
motivating, man. And I want to share some of that motivation and some of that knowledge to my coworkers and peers and to people that watch us. It's not exactly going to be a wacky haircut going on here, but we get to still talk and have a conversation.
I don't know exactly when this podcast is going to be posted. I don't know what our posting schedule is, but we are recording this on a Monday, and something that you do is Motivation Monday, right?
Yeah.
So we're kind of speaking motivationally here. Cut drinking out of your life, because it fucks you up and it makes it so you cannot.
What are you doing
function.
tonight? We're going drinking, baby. Coachella this weekend.
Getting wasted. Coachella is this week, and we are probably going to be drinking. You're not, though? You think you're going to?
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of like an influencer. That's like the Super Bowl for whatever you want to call us, content creators.
I thought you were going to call us cunts. For whatever you want to call us, fucking cunt. Assholes.
That's for if you're a cunt. Yeah, no.
That's a good word for content creators. Just call influencers are now cunts. That is what influencers should be called.
Yeah, man, it's a shitty title, but like for people,
I mean, it's better than influencer.
Yeah,
I hate the word influencer.
Yeah, it's horrible, but yeah, I mean, what do you want to call us? Whatever you want to call us, that's a big deal. Is going to Coachella, and I completely fucking lost my train of thought. It's getting to that point.
Well, that's good though. Is what we're talking about? We were talking about Monday motivation. I was saying we were recording this on a Monday, and we were being very positive here, saying ways that you can change around your life. You know, get a good.
Oh,
group
am
of
I going to
friends.
drink at Coachella?
Yes,
I would like to. I would probably.
You're gonna have a couple
I
drinks?
probably will, but I don't know. Like I thrive on just waking up feeling great and going for a run. Like that's what I love doing now. And I don't think I'll like go overboard, but also like I said, I don't want to have to completely cut alcohol out of my life. I just don't want to have to rely on it for like.
Of course.
Going to an event and be like, oh, there better be alcohol there, otherwise it's gonna suck. Because I started getting into that a little bit, and I was like, you know what, this is probably not good if I don't want to go to parties that don't include alcohol.
Yeah. I mean, if you can enjoy Coachella without drinking, then definitely don't drink. But if you I feel like you have the self-control now to where you could have a night of drinking and then the next day be like, yeah, I'm not going to do it that next day.
It took a lot of time to build that up. It wasn't like an overnight thing. Like I tried doing like 1 month sober here and there, and it was the hardest. The first month is the hardest. And then everything after that, you kind of forget it. I eat a lot of candy. I have my vices, my substitutes. And once you figure out other things that you like, it's not really that bad anymore.
I cut out drinking 3 or 4 years ago for a month. I made a deal with my dad because I was drunk, stupid, went to Vegas, spent money on tables that I didn't have. I spent all my money, and I basically like cried to my dad like, I'm fucking so dumb.
Yeah.
I'm a drunk, and I'm spending all my money. And he was like, make a deal with me. Don't drink for 30 days. And so I spent a month not drinking. And before that, I was drinking every day, every night before I went to bed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
During that month, like I was eating so much more, but I was still losing weight. because
Yeah.
it's crazy how much calories are in alcohol.
Yeah, and it shuts down your metabolism. Like your body will now think, how can I get rid of this poison? I need to hold on to whatever calories and food I have in my body because I'm fighting off poison. It's fucking nuts.
It's crazy. And also, when I quit, since I was drinking so heavily beforehand, night terrors, trying to go to sleep, like I'm
Okay.
like paralyzed in my bed. Like the
Yeah,
dreams
that happens
are,
around 25, 26, 27 is when it goes from being like, all right, I'm a college kid just drinking and wake up, my hangover just means I feel a little extra crazy. Maybe I'll post a crazy tweet or something.
For me, it's gotten to where like if I have a bad hangover, I cannot function at all. Mental state just goes dark. It's awful.
Yeah. But Todd, our friend Todd, he is a functioning drinker, and that's pretty good. That's cool.
I've always admired that about people that can like drink and then the next day go to work, do this, that, and like
Yeah.
keep on doing their shit. I'm like if I go out and have a bunch of drinks and then
Next
I have
day's
something
fucked.
to do the next day, like
Yeah.
I'm like
Todd's
totally
impressive,
fucked.
man. He'll go out drinking and he'll be just as drunk as Zane, and he'll come out on a hike with me at 8 a.m. He has a piano class. He'll go to acting classes. Todd takes so many fucking classes, man.
He's been doing a lot.
He's
lately.
working super hard. People think that he's just like relying on his good looks and he's just going to be an Instagram model forever. But that kid has ambition. He's going to fucking do some cool shit too.
Yeah.